We have a very special unboxing, something that came in from White Mountain Knives, something I've been wanting to check out, and I waited a while because I didn't really want to pay full price. All right, today we're looking at a unboxing of a knife. It's a Spyderco. It came in from White Mountain Knives. I bought it there during Black Friday and I had a really good deal on it. Already did the unboxing. It was a box with 3 different things, so I want to take a look at this. So what we're looking at today is actually a Bodacious in black G10 S30V. So here we are. So I actually got a Bodacious. All right, now I checked this out at Blade Show Atlanta. I got a chance to handle one of these, did one of the first videos out there on it. This is the G10. It doesn't have the typical texturing on there. It's a smoother G10, so it almost feels like a micarta sort of, you know, I can tell you that. It's pretty sharp on the edges. You can definitely smooth that out. It feels very solid, okay? It feels like a flat Shaman. Where's my Shaman? So I have a couple of Shamans here. So here's my Shaman with Rockscale Designs scales on there. They're very similar in some ways in blade shape and different in other ways, okay? This one, you notice, has the finger little choil. This one doesn't. All right. So we are relatively centered. We do have a back spacer here. I don't know if it's similar on these guys. Typically, the back spacer is the same as the blade material, and so I don't know if that's the case. And this is S30V. It would look very similar to S30V. We have, looks like T8 hardware. Is that T10? That looks like possibly T8. Let's double check that real quick, just for fun. Here's T10. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's T10. Yeah, those are T8s. So the T8s are going to be screws back here. Yep, for sure. All right, and then these are going to be T6s up here for the clip. Yeah, all right. So T6s, very good. All right. So that is what we got going on there. It's pretty square, and so some of you may like that or not. It's a little thinner, not as wide and bulky as a Shaman. Now the traditional Shaman has a very kind of contoured scale. Now this is, I do have the Rockscale design scales on this one. I like that, but let's see, what do we got going on here? Here we go, ready? Okay, much longer. All right, so what are we dealing with here? Are we dealing with the same length overall? We are. All right, so as opposed to, I'm up here, lots of room down here. I can grip down here, okay? Up here, you're here, kind of everywhere. You do have the ability, right hand, left hand tip. It can be reversed. We do have, is it very similar on what we're concerned with? Let's see when I close it. Is it, do we have the same thing? No, we don't actually have that going in a way, so let's see. All right, so this one's pretty tight. Still pretty centered. Any blade play? No. This is the Golden Colorado S30V. I might be getting a set of scales for this that I might be trying out. So to highlight one of the manufacturers who has scales for these guys and asked me if I wanted to try them out. So we will, if that works out, I'll be putting those on here. I will say I do like the G10. I like it smoother. I would definitely round this for sure for myself, being as aggressively corners as they are. Just a small rounding, a little chamfering, if you will, it will just make a ton of world of difference. And then, of course, I would probably take this apart and polish the phosphor bronze washers on this. All right, very cool. Not a bad size. It's not super fat, but aggressive. Feels definitely controllable in the hand. Yeah, that works really well. Let's see. How about this over here? Does it catch on here? Yeah, it does catch. So you could still catch it here. You're not going to guillotine your finger. So if I reverse flick it and I do this over here, once I get it broken in, it'll still catch on there. Now, can you front flick this? You can. Wow. Now, you could absolutely round that just a little bit. I mean, yeah, you could absolutely round that so you can get a little better control up there, a little tighter grip, because that fits in there really well, but you could round it going in and out. I love to have a little, see how you have a little cutout there? I like to do that. I think that would be really nice. Just right there where you're gripping, so when you're going across, the corners aren't digging in. I think that would be cool, but you have room. You have room to definitely round that a little bit, for sure. Okay, very cool. And once you do that, you have a little room to, I mean, I can still make it, I can still front flip it, no problem. Actually, it's a little easier to front flip, I would say, than the Shaman. Am I kidding myself, or is it? It is. This blade is, and this blade here is much smoother, and this one hasn't even been broken in yet. See, it's still kind of very stuck, but to front flip it is much, much easier. That's crazy. Okay. All right. Very, very cool. Definitely a different clip I would go for. And is it the same clip? Looks like it would be a Shaman clip. I would need another Shaman clip for sure. Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Is it getting to the point where we're clear that? Not quite. I want to be able to see it drop. It's not quite there yet, right? So gotta break that in. Very cool. Maybe we'll have another video when we install the scales and we'll do some of that stuff. But very cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. I think that's going to be kind of fun. Oh, it's starting to break in a little bit. Are we getting break in, or are we getting a loose pivot? Sometimes the loose pivot and breaking in can appear the same, because these pivots tend to move a lot. And once you get them really set, a little super glue or a lot of Loctite and let it sit for 24 hours minimally is very important. And not too much oil on the washers so that you get the oil into the pivot. Okay, there we go. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's take a little close up here. All right, so there you got the blade. Kind of very similar to the Shaman in many regards. Let's bring a Shaman over here. So yeah, we're similar. The only thing you don't have is a little finger choil right there, right? So it's almost identical without that little nub at the bottom, right? So that's kind of cool. Okay. So it's a flat grind, but it does stop up here. It's not a full flat. It comes to super slicey. Pretty even edge on both sides. I'm very impressed. All right, I don't know if you can see that. Pretty even edge on both sides. Typical spider hole. Nice flat grind, satin finish. S30V, they do great heat treatment on there. I'm not a super S30V fan. That's why I wasn't willing to pay the full price for that. And I was really happy to get a good Black Friday sale on this thing. All right, the G10 handles with the sharp corners are really nice. I think that's nice. Typically, this is going to be made out of S30V, the back spacer, but you could get something fancy to put in there. Typical Spyderco clip. You could get the deep pocket carry, something from Lynch Northwest or somebody else, right? I think Rip's Garage Technology does something. I think MX Gear does some stuff. And there's more, right? But I like Lynch Northwest. I do a lot of stuff with theirs. I've always bought a lot of theirs and probably bought way too much. But that's very cool. And the G10 is not bad. Very smooth. I like that. I hope they do more of that. I think they had a special, I think it was GP Knives had a special release of a Rec 76 knife. And it was a Pair 2, PM2, and it had some texture on there. I thought that was really cool. I'd love to see more of that. I think that's really cool. I love the fact that the little nub that's typically right here comes up on here. So what I'm talking about, this little nub right here will come up, and it usually goes in here. And so this Shaman little CME has a little hole underneath it. So when this comes in, this little part will go right in here. And so you don't have that. And so when I close this, my finger's right here. I'm not getting hit by that little nub that would typically be right there. So all right, there's the centering right now. It seems to be relatively okay. All right, the phosphor bronze washers. All right, very cool. Let's look at the inside. There's some weight relief, some drilling in there. Not much, but there is some. And there's the back spacer. It's a pretty big back spacer. Probably add some weight to it. Let's see, where's the center of the knife on this thing? So it's way back here. Way back here means there's a lot of weight. And yeah, so if you were to lighten that, maybe with a titanium backspacer, that would probably bring a little more weight relief on this thing for sure. That would be nice. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely not better than expected for sure. Okay. I would love to get this in a premium steel. Obviously, that's what I would love ideally. This was not cheap though. I mean, even though I got it on sale, it's still $200. But it was originally $270, so that's a big difference, and enough for me to be willing to try it out. I think S30V, $200, that's kind of more reasonable. I still would like it to be $175, $180 personally. Of course, I bought the first one that went on sale, and I just got it. I didn't know if there was other sales I probably missed because I wasn't really doing a lot of shopping on that day. So you have your typical Golden Colorado, the little emblem right there. Here's the G10, all the screws on there, backspacer. And there's the compression lock locking in. Got the jimping, very aggressive. This one is definitely something that can take a layer of skin off, right? So if you move back and forth, it'll definitely file your skin. It'll exfoliate your finger. How about that? We'll call it it's an exfoliation. You can tell your wife that hey, I got an exfoliator right here, babe. I got an exfoliator. Look at that. At least for my thumb. You tell me my hands are coarse and rough. There's my exfoliator, right? So there you go. All right. Nice and big, huge, definitely a bigger knife for sure. All right, cool. Let's get back here. Let's do a nice little, thumbnail shot here. We want to get a little thumbnail shot. Here we go. Nice flat grind with the CPM S30V. We'll do a little back here. You can get the Golden Colorado with the clip. Obviously, this is a knife begging to be modded, begging to have some new scales, because you know me, very few knives that I keep, even the one, Rex 121 in the burnt orange scales, that I love, by the way, I still modified the scales. I dremeled them, rounded them, made it very comfortable. So they're modified G10 scales. The real aggressive texturing that was underneath the clip, I flattened that out. So don't have to do that on this one for sure. That's really nice. All right, one more shot over here. I think it's definitely cool. Very nice. All right, yeah. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or informative, would you please consider hitting the like button? And if you've already hit that like button, would you please consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the video really helps out the channel. Allows me to produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who watches the videos, who enjoys the content, who's part of this live streams, who's part of everything. I appreciate you. Whether you're a subscriber, you're just a viewer, just a, someone who watches the content, someone who's a member. I appreciate every one of you out there so very much. If you haven't already, hit that notification button down below as well, so you can be notified of future content like this video. And a big shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate you guys so very much. You guys are amazing. You guys encourage me when I feel like I don't know if I want to do more content. I work full time. This is a part-time thing. I enjoy it. I love it. But you guys really, you're like a gym partner. I keep wanting to go because of you guys. So thank you. Everyone has contribute. You all contribute to that. But the members, you kind of, by being members and aggressively supporting the channel, I'm really encouraged by that. And I want to say thank you. Thank you to you guys so very much. So I do 2 exclusive things for my members. I do a once a month members exclusive giveaway, not just a budget banger, which I love to give away every week, but once a month I give a really nice little extra premium knife. So if that sounds interesting, hey, channel members, I got you. We're gonna do that every month. And also the other thing is I like to give a channel sticker to every new channel member, or anybody who's been a channel member all this time is currently a channel member and never got a channel sticker, or if you were a channel member before and became a channel member again and you're currently a channel member, email me with your name and address. I'd love to mail you a channel sticker. And if any of that sounds interesting, you're like, I just want to support Rob. Oh, I like stickers. Oh, I like the giveaway. Or I don't know. Yeah, sure. Sign me up. There's a link down below in the description for 3 different tiers. Would love to have you. Don't ever feel obligated. Just want you to want to do it. Appreciate you guys. So, yeah, thank you. If you haven't already, check me out over on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.